A phone call? Melvin, who do you think it could be? Hello? Oh, hey, it's you. If you're not doing anything at the moment, do you want to come over and help me alphabetically organize my records? Yeah, I'm gonna need some help. It's pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, sounds good. I'll see you soon. Well, hi. I'm glad you made it here in one piece. So I was thinking that we could start the A's over here and then just end with Z's in here. Honestly, truth be told, when I first started collecting records, I was opposed to organizing them in any way just because I thought at the end of the day, it's all music and I don't want to have to compartmentalize it by genre or time or alphabetically. And I loved that idea and I still love it, but in theory it's a great idea, and then when it comes to practicality is where that fails, because every time I have someone over and I want to put on a specific record, or I'm cleaning and I want to put on a specific record, I end up spending a lot more time than I wanted looking for it because it gets so lost in the sauce here that I have caved in, and now I think I'm just gonna have to alphabetically organize everything. So the system that I'm gonna be doing is just pulling shit out the shelf, starts with A and then putting it up there, and that's the system. So yeah, that's what you're about to see. Starting us off strong in the A's, we have Amar Apollo. We also have some Aaliyah records and some Fiona Apple records. I have Biba Doobie. I wish so badly that I had her Love Worm and Patched Up vinyls, but they are pretty hard to come by, so that's okay.
One day I will probably get it somewhere online or something, but I do have Boa's Twilight album, and a few other B's that we have are Japanese Breakfast, The Beatles, Madison Beer, Bronski Beat, Phoebe Bridgers, Beach Bunny, and truly one of my favorite artists ever, Erykah Badu. I could have a whole video breaking down my favorite album of hers, Mama's Gun, if y'all are interested in that.
Oh boy, things are already looking a mess and we haven't even started the C category.
And kicking off C Strong, we have Kuko. I freaking love Kuko. And you know what else I love? I really love the Marie Antoinette movie soundtrack. It's one of my favorite soundtracks ever. Some other heavy hitters in the C category that we have would be Sabrina Carpenter, Cigarettes After Sex. I actually have all of their records. Clairo, The Cranberries, Doja Cat, Jim Croce, Miley Cyrus.
And now is probably a good time to mention that I won't be showing you every single record I have in my collection because quite frankly I just have too damn many, but I will be showing you as many as possible. And now if I could have your attention please, it's time that we go ahead and look at the D's. Starting us off, we have Mac DeMarco. I really love all of Mac DeMarco's albums. If I could have them all on vinyl, I would, but for right now, This Old Dog is my favorite, and yeah. I have a couple of the Drums records. I really love Portamento and Johnny. I wish that I have Brutalism on vinyl, and I don't, but I will soon, one day. We've got the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. We've got Delight, World Click, although I wish we had Dewdrops in the Garden. I can't find that one on vinyl, but you know who I can find? Doechii! Everybody give it up for Doechii. We've also got Lucy Dacus, The Doors, and Molchat Donna. We've got Billie Eilish, and we also have some of my most spinned records in my collection. Mrs. Ella Fitzgerald. Every time her record is on, I notice that my cat is around. I think that he really loves her just as much as I do. Plantasia is not only a fantastic album for your houseplants, but it is a fantastic album for your heart, soul, and mind. Speaking of mind, mine is on one of my favorite Southern Sweethearts, Bobby Gentry,
and the 2 albums of hers that I have in my collection. I also have Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino and Gloria Gaynor's Love Tracks. Amongst all the TV girl records that I have, I think my favorite is Who Really Cares. Although I have to say there's an album with that name that predates it by Janice Ian, and I really love that album too. And speaking of Janice Ian, thank God for the show The End of the Fucking World on Netflix, because they had a song called At 17 from Janice Ian on it. And thanks to that song, I know about Janice Ian now, and she's a great, great artist. And speaking of great artists, Stan Getz. I really, really adore everything that he's done musically. And apparently I wasn't the only one, because my girl Astrid Gilberto and him were having an affair while some of their best samba smashing songs were hitting the charts. They were getting freaky. Speaking of freaky, Roberta Flack, the freakiest girl of all. Her song The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face is the level of freak I need my future boyfriend to match. I'm proud to have Everything But the Girl's first record in my collection, and I wish that I had more of them. I also have the queen of modern bossa nova, Liana Flores. I've got Bobby Goldsboro, who has one of my favorite songs ever, Honey. I've got Ariana Grande, Conan Gray. I have a few of Halsey's albums. Let's see, we've got Imogen Heap, Heart. Oh my god, I fucking love Heart. Dreamboat Annie is absolutely one of my most replayed albums ever, as are Hole's album Live Through This and Lauryn Hill's album The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I Spy With My Little Eye, an album made by a guy whose name starts with the I, Chris Isaac. I'm a really big fan of his song called Blue Spanish Sky, and I'm also a really big fan of Ricky Lee Jones, Tommy Lee Jones, and Janis Joplin. Oh gosh, we're on the J's already? Well, you know we can't have a J without Billy Joel, the greatest Joel of them all. Up next with Jay, we have Rick James, and we also have Ray Parker Jr. And if you want to know why a woman needs love just like you do, then you have to listen to his album. And finishing the J strong, we have Carly Rae Jepsen. Her other album, Dedicated, which is like disco perfection to me, is an album that I have on my list of albums to get. Sarah Kingsley is the one and only K you and I will ever need. Seriously, she is a very good artist, very underrated, and I adore her album. I also adore another very talented person who goes by the name of Steve Lacy, Loewe, and oh Lord. And the final L that I have is Dua Lipa. Kicking off the M's, we've got some Melanie Martinez. And we also have the Marias, also known as Not For Radio, which is definitely my favorite album of this year, the Melt album, that is. I have a couple of Fleetwood Mac records. I really want them all, and the self-titled Fleetwood Mac album was the first album I ever got. It was a birthday gift from my mama on my 15th birthday. I have 2 of Florence and the Machine's albums. I have John Mayall, I have Peter, Paul, and Mary, and one of my favorite albums ever, American Pie from Don McLean. If you want to know why that's one of my favorite albums, then you can find that out in my next YouTube video. I have some Joni Mitchell records. I wish that I had all of her records. She is one of my favorite lyricists ever, and I love the instrumentation on her albums. I've got Megan Thee Stallion. My sister calls her Horse Girl, and this vinyl is kind of really ugly, the color, but I like it. It's kind of strange. I've got Mitski's albums. I wish that her album New Career and Retired from Business, New Career and Sad It was on vinyl. It's a tragedy that that's not on vinyl because I would spin that one probably every single day. I've got Casey Musgraves, another one of my favorites. Her Christmas albums have definitely been keeping me in a very festive mood. I listen to them all year round, and her Golden Hour album I do have 2 copies of, just because the re-release of it was so pretty. She's like the only artist I think I would ever spend money on twice for the same album. Maybe not the only artist, but definitely one of few. Alright, moving on, we have Stevie Nicks starting us out in the ends. I adore Stevie Nicks so much, and one day I will have all of her records as well. The Other Side of the Mirror is really hard to come by, but for now I do have my favorites. Rock a Little is definitely my favorite. I have Juice Newton. She also has a really good song on this album called All I Have to Do Is Dream. I love that one. I also love Olivia O'Brien. Even though she's so underrated, I really don't ever hear anyone talk about Olivia O'Brien, but she has a really great album, really great EPs, and yeah, I'm excited for her next album. I also get very excited when I see this album cover by Orleans, and I won't elaborate on why, but I will elaborate on the next album, Pink Panthers. Man, holy shit, I love Pink Panthers. I wish that I had her new album. I just haven't gotten it yet. But I do have the Mamas and the Papas. I got 2 of their records, really love them. Also really love Paramore. Paramore has my heart forevermore. My sister has their first record, and sometimes she'll bring it over to my room and we'll listen to it together. Also have the Queen of Country, Dolly Parton, and the Ohio Players. One of the most prettiest records I have is Caroline Polachek's Desire I Want to Turn Into You. I have a couple of Elvis Presley records and a Christmas Merle Haggard record. I also have Quilt record. I really love Quilt. They're a super cool band. I also have Addison Rae's album and 2 albums from Girl in Red and the one and only Lana Del Rey. Yes, I have all of Lana Del Rey's albums on vinyl. I love Lana Del Rey. I also love Sixpence None the Richer. Their albums all have a very, very special place in my heart. And one day, if they ever re-release it, I'd love to get Divine Discontent on vinyl. Rihanna's Anti-album is the only album in my collection that has Braille on it, and that's really cool. I love that concept. I love the Midwest Princess, Chaperone, and the grunge pop goddess, Olivia Rodrigo. I've got 2 of Linda Ronstadt's albums, and that is all I have for the R. So now we're gonna move on to the S section, and starting us off, we have Sade. I absolutely adore Sade. She is one of my favorite jazz singers. I also adore Sawayama, Rina Sawayama, that is. Her first album, Sawayama, I wish I had it on vinyl, but I don't. I do have her second album, just as good. We've got The Smiths. Love The Smiths. I love The Smiths. We have Elliott Smith as well, and The Softies. Totally check out The Softies if you like indie rock. I think The Softies are super underrated. I've got Solange, A Seat at the Table. Phenomenal album. I've got Slater Starfucker, Troye Sivan. I have a couple of his albums, and Nancy Sinatra. Nilsson Schmilsson, also known as Harry Nilsson. Mercedes Sosa, who has a very beautiful song called Gracias a la Vida that you should listen to if you haven't heard already. I have a couple of Mazzy Star's albums. I really love Mazzy Star. They have such a knack for just creating a beautiful ambiance. I love Harry Styles, have 2 of his records. I adore the Sundays. The Sundays are probably one of my favorite bands ever, and I want all of their records too. They only have 3, so it won't be that hard to get the 3rd one. I do have every
T-Swizzle record there is to date, except all of her re-recordings. I don't have all those, but some of my earliest musical memories are watching Taylor Swift on the Country Music Awards channel as a little boy, and she's always had a pretty soft spot in my heart. So yeah, I do have a lot of her records. I also really, really, really love SZA. SZA is, man, just like a once-in-a-lifetime artist to me. I adore her. I also adore Thundercat. I've got FKA Twigs' Magdalene album, the Cocktail Twins, the Temptations. I have Kali Uchis, Summer Walker. I really love the Summer Walker album. I want all of Summer Walker's albums, and I haven't picked them all up yet, but we have Faye Webster. Man, Faye Webster knows how to make a freaking gorgeous album. I have Wise Blood.
And now it's time to end this list with some of the baddest bitches known to mankind, starting with Willow. Oh my god, I adore Willow so much. Her artistry is undeniable, and I really adore her jazz rock fusion that she has in her most recent album. We've also got Nancy Wilson and Amy Winehouse, two of my most looked up to figures in jazz music. Nancy Wilson has a beautiful voice, as well as Amy Winehouse. And I have Ali X. Man, Ali X, bitches are sleeping on Ali X. Ali X is so good. Her music just makes me bust a move and get into the groove. And I want all of her records, but this is the only one I have ever found in a record store. But trust, if I ever find more of her records, they're coming home with me. For V, we've got Frankie Valli, the guy that's saying, I can't take my eyes off you. Classic song. And then ending this list, we have Charlie XCX. I have her two most recent albums. And with that, there are no more records that I have to show you for this YouTube video. I do have a couple more, but I'm gonna keep those a secret for right now, and maybe you'll see them in the next video. Yeah, I really had a great time hanging out with you. It really means a lot for me that I got to yap about the records that I have, because if they are in my collection, then that means that from one point or another in my life, they really meant something enough to me to go out of my way to get the record and drop money on it. So yeah, thank you for sharing this time with me, and I hope that you enjoyed your stay in my bedroom. With that being said, my social battery is drained, and I think it's time for you to go. I hope you have a good rest of your day, though. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.